Leave it to me.
Terribly sorry, everyone, but one of your teammates has been kidnapped.
What the fuck?
SIRS has got to be behind this. That was way too clever for Albion acting on their own. The question's why.
Well, they're being tortured for information about Malik, of course. I thought that was obvious when we saw that meeting where Emma Child said, and I'm paraphrasing, kidnap someone and torture them for information about Malik.
Fuck. We have to find Malik. Bags, there's got to be some way to get him a signal.
Sure, I've marked a location for you. In his eagerness to leave in a huff, Malik failed to encrypt his last message. It was almost too easy to trace it back to his safe house.
What's your point exactly?
Malik has a stick so far up his arse it controls his thoughts. By now he'll have noticed his error and moved, but there's no way he isn't monitoring that safe house computer. If we use it to send a message like, return our calls or we tell Child everything, I'm sure the stick will compel him to listen.
All right, give it a go.
Agreed. Let's do it.
Message encoded using the same cipher he used earlier, set to repeat every 15 seconds.
Good job, everybody. Now we just have to convince Malik to help us get our friend back.
Excellent.
And thank you. I know this is getting scary, but you're all brave as fuck. I'm proud to call you my friends.
Incoming connection from an unknown encrypted source.
That's our man, Malik. Put him on.
You had better have a very good reason for threatening me, or this conversation will be very short.
Ms. Child just snatched one of ours. Presumably she's questioning the poor bugger about you. Understand?
I see. As it happens, I've been keeping tabs on Emma. But I have a condition. The Semtex is still missing, and if I have any hope of recovering it, I need you to take Emma alive.
All right.
Right then. SIRS uses construction sites to interrogate short-term arrests. They're isolated, and it's easy to hide bodies. And my sources tell me Emma just turned up at one.
And?
If your operative hasn't turned already, that's probably where she'll have her.
Leave it to me.
The longer your operative is in captivity, the longer Emma has to work on her. Find your friend before they talk, and capture Emma. Good luck.
This is the construction site where Malik thinks Emma Child is holding our operative, which checks out. Security's tighter than a rubber glove and a bowling ball.
I understand.
I have a call from... Strange. This isn't what...
Stop, you fucking idiots!
Who is this?
Emma Child, Director of SIRS Counter-Terrorism. You are making a terrible error here. You cannot...
Get off my voice channel. Apologies, everyone. Took a moment to work out how they hacked us.
It's all right, dear.
On the plus side, it seems Malik's lead was good. It's likely she'll keep her operative close to use as leverage. You should find her wherever you find Child.
I could have left a fucking bomb in there. Do you want to know why I didn't?
Because you miscalculated.
Because we have something in common. Richard Malik stabbed both of us in the back. Watch.
Albion's new policing contract as promised. Everything set your end.
Oh, it will be. But first you're going to tell me what this is really about.
All right. I'm infiltrating a terrorist group called DedSec. I'm setting up a meeting with them, and your men will capture me before DedSec arrives. So it has to look real. They can't know it's a setup.
You are a piece of work, Richard. What the hell are you getting out of this?
Dead terrorists.
I can't prove it yet, but I think Malik was involved in the bombings and the cover-up. What's more, I think he and his conspirators are planning to do it again.
He said that was your plan.
He would. It's basic tradecraft. Want to sell a lie, weave it into the truth.
What, we're just supposed to trust you instead?
I had something more transactional in mind. I have your operative. Help me kill Malik, and you get them back. That door will unlock in 30 seconds.
My head is spinning. Are we saying that Malik is the one leading Zero Day, then?
Impossible to say for sure, but it does look that way. We do know for sure that he's trying to set us up for the next attack.
You know how I feel, but this is risky. It has to be your call.
Then we do it 0 day or not. Malik wants us dead, and he's got one of ours. You know what we need to do.
All right. Then what's our play?
If you're seriously asking how to kill Malik, I have ideas. A lot of ideas.
We should lure him out and put a bullet in his head. No need for flourish.
Yes, that would work, but it's not very much fun. Don't you want to poison him at least? We haven't poisoned anybody yet.
Bagley, please. Shooting him sounds more humane.
Noted. I'll contact Child and tell her DedSec has agreed to help. I have Malik for you. Remember, you want to convince him to meet you somewhere public so we can install some air cooling in his skull.
All right, I'm prepared.
Do you have the child?
There was a problem. We need to meet.
What happened?
She knew we were coming. We need to meet and regroup. Piccadilly might be a good place.
No. Piccadilly's crawling with Albion. How about Trafalgar Square?
What do you think, Bagley?
Trafalgar Square is optimal.
Good, it's decided. I'll see you soon.
He's disconnected.
Bagley, contact the child. It's time to get the operative.
Capital.
Yes. What?
We are set. Bagley will give you the details about person's return. Where is
You
that?
can have them when Richard is dead.
No, we made a deal. You want what we have? Then you do your part first.
Fine. As a show of trust, I'll order a hot drop at a random location. I will not, however, waste anyone covering them. So get there fast if you want them back in one piece.
Bagley has a certain charm about him.
There's our missing friend. Uncuff them and send them back to the safe house.
Are you all right?
Of course. If that's all, I'll be returning to the safe house.
Brilliant.
Splendid. As soon as they return, I'll be sure to issue them a pair of fresh underpants. Now, let's get someone over to Trafalgar Square.
Agreed. Time to end this.
Good. I can see you. Let's go over the plan. The Canadians loaned me an office across the square, so I can keep an eye on you. God bless the Commonwealth. So, here's what's going to happen. There are 4 snipers covering the angles. Here, 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 and here. Your job is to locate Malik. And when you're sure it's him, scratch your eyebrow. That confirms the target. Then count to 2 and duck.
Right. And you just cross your heart and promise not to shoot me too.
I've seen what you people are capable of when you're pissed off. If you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you. How does that sound?
Perfect.
Fire team leader, report.
No sign of Malik, Mum. Nice clear shot on this DedSec prick, though.
Don't tempt me. Fuck. Where the hell is he?
I don't like this one bit.
I don't like it either. Shit. I don't have a filament terminal in here. I'll have to request one. Bear with me. This will take a while.
Bagley, a little help, dear?
Oh, if only every person in London was required to wear a piece of high-tech surveillance equipment. Start hacking optics, and I'll see if any of them caught sight of Malik.
Leave it to me.
I'll scrub their body cam memory to see if it got a look at Malik. That's him by the litter bin. He's either leaving a dead drop or trying to eat out on the cheap.
What on earth is going on?
Fuck. Malik may be doing his laundry. It's a technique for losing a surveillance team. If so, that dead drop has a second meeting location in it.
Does he suspect us?
I don't think so. He'd vanish if he thought there was a real threat. I'll put the shooters on standby while we readjust.
What the fuck is going on?
Did you really think I could be outsmarted by Nigel bloody Cass? He recorded that meeting because I wanted him to. It got to Emma Child because I wanted it to. And now law enforcement has full profiles on all of you. If you want to live, get on the ground and put your hands on your head.
Not on your fucking life, young man.
No, you misunderstand. I meant so the shrapnel doesn't hit you.
God's sake!
They're over here!
In breaking news, a large explosion has occurred at the Canadian High Commission in Trafalgar Square. SIRS has issued a statement that the terrorist organization DedSec is active once again after months of relative silence. If you suspect anyone of being a member of DedSec, report them to SIRS immediately using your CSAY app.
This is a message for DedSec. I believe Richard Malik is about to murder me in some gruesome way. If you see Malik, tell him.
Canada House was destroyed by a series of explosions, and an individual known to be part of the DedSec organization was seen on CCTV attempting to flee the area. SIRS new Director of Counterterrorism, Richard Malik, issued the following statement.
I call upon my counterparts around the world to treat the DedSec threat with all due vigilance. They are not a resistance. What are they resisting? They are an international terrorist militia. And along with my counterparts in the Five Eyes nations, I am building an...
You get the idea. You're fucked.
We're going extinct out here. Let's kill the little shithead.
Yes, I wouldn't recommend that. All scenarios show DedSec's odds of survival approaching 0 before he can be found. Malik probably worked out the same thing.
We have some ideas for a solution. Bring it up, Bagley.
Done. The working theory is this. Blowing up a government building like Canada House would require bribes, an infiltration team, materiel, and so on. Doing it without leaving a paper trail would be impossible. Some of you nicknamed this paper trail the Malik dossier. We're going to break into SRS headquarters, steal it, and prove Malik was behind the bombing. If we're lucky, we might even find some details on Zero Day. Your missions list has been updated.
Hey, one more thing. I know Malik's currently our best lead on Zero Day and the bombings, but he's fucking dangerous. If you see him, don't try to take him alive. It's not worth it.
On the contrary, I think what Malik knows about Zero Day and the bombings outweighs the well-being of any individual operative. Malik ought to be taken alive and interrogated.
Public approval of SIRS shot up today following Counter-Terror Director Malik's statement that the Five Eyes nations will execute a coordinated global response to the DedSec threat.
Mr. Malik, what is the service doing to protect the people of Britain right now?
Well, we're aiming a little higher than just Britain. Soon we can know if anyone in any CTOS-using country in the world so much as utters the word DedSec. Thank you.
SIRS advises citizens that positive discussions of the DedSec terrorist organization or their actions may result in investigation.
I've arrived. What do we need to do?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
What do we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
SIRS uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government, or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Well done, young man.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little Snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the Filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use.
Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? I believe the phrase is not on your fucking life.
0 Day? No, I mean sirs. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
Mind your own business.
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
I beg your pardon?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
I'm open to ideas.
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down. Drones down, server room unlocked, and buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hard line to the server.
I'm open to ideas.
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion, but Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Right, so you mean we'll unplug it and plug it back in?
Close enough. Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's so spinnable, I'm motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
This microwave drone has been hanging around so long I've given her a name. I'd like you to meet Ada. Would you mind killing her? Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh, no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
What now?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Is there a reason why we're not driving a car right into the radar?
Believe me, I'd love to. But he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
We have your number, Malik. You were behind the embassy bombing, and Tone, and all the others. It's time to fess up to it, young man.
The earlier bombings, what are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew all about Zero Day when we spoke.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if you aren't Zero Day, you've been a naughty young man. And may you rot in here.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart. You won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever. A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
You'll like this. Got word from Hamish that Nigel Cass is planning to unveil some new nasty project at a press conference.
And why would I like that? Albion's always got some sort of nasty plan going on.
Because Hamish has convinced his Albion contact to talk to us. Apparently it took some doing, since Radu's a squirrely sort. He's been especially agitated lately. But he has insider information we could use. The meeting's at the Drowning Post.
Wouldn't mind a drink while we plan how to give Nigel bloody Cass a black eye. This is the place, so where's our informant?
Bad news from Hamish. His contact is running late. May as well make yourself comfortable. Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Don't you judge me, you dozy robot.
The attack occurred just as Albion CEO Nigel Cass was announcing a new security
Turn up the telly, mate!
Our cameras captured video of the attack, which some viewers may find disturbing.
Without their tireless work, we couldn't have rolled out these checkpoints. Watch out! 43C. Engage contact right. Aimed fire. Aimed fire.
Liar! You fucking liar! You're going to kill us all! Government officials have yet to issue a statement, but Cass had this to say.
An attack on me and my men is one thing. We're trained to handle these monsters. But I will not abide civilian casualties. This city deserves peace. And I promise you, London, we carry on as we are, these attacks will continue. But we don't need to live like this. Scared to leave our homes. Criminals, terrorists like these, can be stopped before they even start. And I have a plan to do just that. Your police and politicians may have stopped fighting for you. But I will never stop. Thank you.
This is what I'm talking about. Cass ought to be in charge of things.
The hell he should. He's just another greedy bastard.
Nigel Cass is the only one who gives a fuck about this city.
Twat!
Oi, break it up. Keep it civil.
Seriously? Fucking hell. Tell me you lot met with my contact and he had nothing to do with this.
Your man never showed up, Hamish. But come on, this was a show. It has Cass written all over it.
If I'm wrong, I'll eat my hat. His speech, the cameras, all too convenient if you ask me. We should have a look at the attack site.
No, you don't get it, fam. Radu's been seriously unbalanced lately. Talking all sorts of rubbish about someone having to stop Cass, no matter the cost.
Timing's too pat. Cass announces this new security initiative and then he's attacked in public. No way.
Hope you're right, and it's not Radu gone off the deep end.
This is the site where Nigel Cass was attacked, but, surprise, surprise, his personal goon squad has already scrubbed the area for evidence.
How curious. Albion is trying to sweep it all under the rug. Not very innocent, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, if you search for clues, I may be able to reconstruct the attack in augmented reality.
Oh, you're a top-notch robot, Bagley boy.
There is a CTOS data relay nearby. That will have the data I need.
Leave it to me.
I'm going to need a bit more data if you want me to reconstruct the scene in augmented reality. This does look like pro-terrorism, in the sense that it's both professional and in favor of terrorism.
Right, so our man could get his hands on professional kit. Doesn't really narrow it down, though. I'll see what I can find.
Searching facial recognition databases, and here he is, Radu Florin, an Albion employee in good standing, until he tried to drive an exploding truck into his boss.
Radu? Oh, shit. Fam, that's the bloke put me on the Themis. My contact inside Albion.
Christ, it wasn't a false flag attack at all. Someone really tried to assassinate the man.
What the fuck did he find to make him desperate enough to do this? Roll it, Bugs.
Look at that. Albion trucks with black boxes on the undercarriage, just like aeroplanes. I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Could you run the registration number too, Bagley?
Of course. I'll also monitor Albion communications and 1,000 other little things you would appreciate.
Looks like a disgruntled employee situation. Cass did something to seriously get this chap's goat.
If there's dissension in the ranks, that's leverage we can't pass up. First, we need to look at the truck.
According to Albion radio chatter, they've moved the truck to the Tone bombing site. And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
What? Why on earth would they take it to the Tone site?
Albion has been coordinating recovery efforts at the site, which is rather vague.
It's a dumping ground, innit? For problems they like to see disappear. If we find the truck, we find Radu.
Agreed. I've arrived at the Tone site. Are you sure this is where they brought the truck that was used in the Finsbury attack?
That's right, but what we don't know is why they brought it here.
I'll see what I can find.
This is the truck used in the Finsbury attack. I have a VIN and plate match. The dash cam is a shambles, but the local cameras picked up some audio. Worth a listen.
Oh, Jesus, he's pretty burnt up.
Happens when your truck explodes.
Fuck, I used to see him around R&D. Did you know him?
Hell no. But even if I did, I wouldn't fucking talk about it. Know what I mean?
I'm detecting several optics nearby with no life signs connected. That's where we should look for the driver's body.
I'm on it. This could be our man. He's been badly burnt. Not long ago, it seems to me.
There's a lump of damaged metal in his noggin that might once have been an optic.
But that's a piece of piss for you, right, Bagley?
I'm pulling everything down from his cloud storage now. I recommend escaping from the premises.
Those foul beasts are using this place like it's their own private landfill.
If you consider that new bodies are constantly being unearthed from the Tone wreckage, they can kill anyone they want and get away with it. I've decrypted an audio file recovered from the attacker's body. Shall I play it?
Have a go at it, Bagley.
He's launched them, Mom. They're waiting up there, and no one knows. People think he'll keep them safe, but that's not what he wants. He wants control. He sent them up there to watch us. And worse, he called them Justice Themis drones. What a cruel joke. The project was dead, but he has the team re-engineering an upgrade that'll activate a systemic reboot, and you always hated it when I used my big up words. I can't let it happen. And without him, it doesn't. Mom, I'm about to do something. Something awful. Or at least people will say it's awful. If they know what I know, maybe they'd think better of me. Less of a monster. But I'm trying to stop a monster, Mom. I am. If you had the chance to stop something terrible from happening by killing someone, wouldn't you do it? Something truly horrible. I'm sorry. I love you.
For Christ's sake, the Themis drones have been above us this entire time, just waiting for an upgrade to turn this into the bloody Blitz.
Might take months, but Cass could get the project back on its legs. Unless we destroy the drones themselves. Bugs Boy, the Themis data we wiped at Titus. Any chance you remember enough to retro-engineer a more suitable upgrade?
I'll do you one better. I can code a virus from the data itself.
What? Young man?
I asked him to. No sense in just flushing data. Never know what might come in handy or what you might learn. So, how do we use it to infect the drones?
Albion's got a primary communications hub at Tower Bridge. Upload the virus there, fam, and all the drones get a dose.
Let's do it. Here we go.
I'm reading incoming drones.
Not more Themis drones, I hope.
No. These aren't the algorithmically driven assassin drones. They're just the normal drones that also kill you. The virus upload won't continue until you get back to the antenna. Don't worry, it's more afraid of you than you are of it.
It's rather pretty, isn't it?
That's it for Themis, fam. No coming back from this.
Yes, the lights are lovely. I suggest you leave before someone gets the bright idea to turn yours off. Cass's plan to use drones driven by some social algorithm to dispense justice has backfired. Do you think he's actually read any of those Greek myths he's named his drones after?
What's to stop the next plan, and the one after that? Cass is the real problem here. We have to figure out a way to stop him.
Even if we could beat Cass in a fight, and with his army of thugs and killer robots, it's not bloody likely, we'd still have to win over public opinion. People still like him and look to him for security.
So we take the people's support away, fam? Bags and me have some thoughts on what we gotta do. You lot better come in for a briefing.
Albion confirms that the explosions seen in the skies over London were indeed an Albion drone project that was sabotaged by the DedSec insurgency. In an exclusive interview with GBB Radio 1, Albion founder and CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
Truth is, the supposed freedom fighters of DedSec have made London less free. That drone project was meant to replace Albion boots on the ground, let the city get back to normal, but now I can't in good conscience stand my people down. That's not how I lead.
Cass went on to implore listeners to treat any suspected DedSec operatives as terrorists and to immediately report them to Albion.
That lying little shit. He'll kill anyone who stands up to him, but one retaliation and he's boo-hooing about Big Bad DedSec.
And it's working. Sorry, that was too cheerful. Sadly, it's working. Too sad?
It's what he does. Scares the shit out of people, then swoops in and plays the hero. We've got to show them what he really is.
So that's his weakness, his image. If we shatter that, he falls apart.
We've got a few notions about that, actually. Bagley, bring it up.
This is Claire Waters, political dissident and podcaster, reported missing after teasing a salacious upcoming episode. Sadly, it never aired, so all we have is this.
On the next episode of Buccaneer Radio, I'm chatting with someone from deep inside Nigel Cass's inner circle. He's promised me something that will expose Cass as the tyrant I know he is. This is gonna blow the roof right off White Tower. See you next week, pirates.
Nigel would have spun that interview if it was spinnable. If he went after Waters for it, that tape's a smoking gun.
We've got to have it.
Claire was known to broadcast out of Freight 1. You should begin searching there. Claire Waters appears to be an equal opportunity muckslinger. Albion is her target of choice, but she's railed against tech genius Sky Larson, SIRS, and Plan Kelly. Opinionated, isn't she?
Think about how much more she could do if we shared our intel with her. And we could use a voice like hers.
She's been digging in Cass's shit for a while. If what she has isn't enough to squeeze his bollocks in a vice, then maybe she'll join you lot and help find something.
Claire used to broadcast from somewhere around here. That's all I've got, I'm afraid. Bloody analog technology.
Outspoken woman like her is sure to attract some enemies. If we could find her, they could too. Let's hurry. Oh my... She's dead. Murdered. By some foul beast who deserves to have their hides stripped off in little ribbons.
I'd love to listen to you moan all day, but perhaps investigating her murder would be a better use of our time.
Oh, we'll find those bastards and we'll pay them tenfold for what they've done to Claire. Let's investigate. What can you tell me about these footprints, Bagley?
Several individuals. Boots rather than shoes. One with a tread unique to a certain paramilitary supplier. I think it's from their autumn collection.
If they don't supply boots to Albion, I will eat my own hat. Claire's killer tried to clean up their tracks and took all of her equipment, but they missed this tablet. Bagley?
Slightly more than the usual security. Can't just barge past it. It'll take at least a polite cough and an excuse me. Give me a moment.
Are you seeing this graffiti, Bagley? It's a bit excessive, wouldn't you say?
Claire did release several podcasts critical of Clan Kelly, which you'd think they'd be used to by now. They're a criminal gang. They shouldn't expect flowers and thank you notes.
The Kellys don't need to advertise, though. Something's off.
Tablet unlocked. Claire seems to have logged conversations on it.
Okay, you've agreed to speak on the record. You are an intelligence technician at Albion and work closely with Nigel Cass, correct, Mr...?
Just you. I can't believe I'm doing this. If they were to find out.
I know. Only have to step outside to see how Albion treats people. What do you have for us?
Proof that Nigel Cass was complicit in the bombings.
What? But that's... Here, transfer it to this secure storage drive. How solid is this information?
It's a recording of him talking to some...
Security, drop your weapons!
You can't do this!
Gather all her equipment and get it to the carousel. You, take that wall, then get rid of this body. She can stay here. Gang vengeance is an horrible crime, ain't it?
Fuck me. Cass sent a squad of his goons for Claire and that other bloke. That recording's gotta be the real deal. Bastard knew about the bombings.
Albion must have Claire's equipment then, along with the audio file evidence.
If we can get our hands on that evidence, we can make Nigel Cass answer for all his crimes. That murdering Albion bastard mentioned Carousel. I think it means Carousel Plaza, the Albion propaganda library.
Sounds like as good a place as any to start looking. The stolen evidence is here somewhere. Watch out, Albion security is thicker than whoever cleaned up that crime scene. There's also a lot of them around.
Oh ho! After what we saw at Freight 1, I've half a mind to give them all a good thrashing. Bring them on.
Yes, well, let's focus on finding Claire's equipment, shall we? You found Claire's equipment, including her secure storage drive, which shockingly appears not to have been tampered with, so the audio evidence is probably still intact.
Well, I know you're listening. Let's talk.
We told you the Prime Minister would turn you down. Brits love to see private military contractors on foreign streets, but not their own.
He's a fool. This whole city, this whole country's collapsing. The military's held together with duct tape. Police are running scared.
Someone has to save the people, Nigel. Someone strong.
They do. But I've already worked it out. The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
You're forgetting something.
And I'll get you access to filament, as agreed. Now go away.
Now scarper or they'll kill you for sure.
Oh, I like that mask. Spicy.
Well, now that I'm a resistance fighter, I thought I should look proper bitching.
Has a voice that makes you want to snap his smug bollocks in a pencil case, doesn't he? And Zero Day knew just which strings to pull to get what they wanted, didn't they? Filament.
And Cass was willing to trade it for the keys to the city. Fuck. Don't know, fam. I think I always thought there was a chance for him to... Fuck!
To be the man you thought he was. Sorry, Hamish. If that man ever existed, he's gone now. We have to get this information out there, to the people.
You're right. When you lot get the chance, come to Piccadilly Circus. Been working with Bags on something, and this proof is just the token we needed. London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament, and King's College Hospital. I'll provide overseas tac teams for logistics, but you can source the bombs yourself. Non-negotiable. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Hamish, darling.
Haha.
Risking that handsome mug?
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Ah, Albion won't just go quietly into the night.
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have it on the loop for a while. And when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
He'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
Thank Christ. After all this excitement, I'm dying for a nap.
There is still the matter of Zero Day. You know, the rogue hacker group that conspired with Cass and Mary Kelly to blow up London.
Jesus, Backley, all work and no play. Give the squad a second or two to bask in our victory. Safe to say it won't last long.
I doubt this is the reaction you were expecting, but Nigel Cass is in the news again.
The government has convened to review its contract with Albion. Nigel Cass himself has responded to requests that he should surrender to the authorities in a heated call with the GBB.
Just shut up and listen to me. I will not be removed by the government or anyone else. I will die first. And many will die with me. They're calling for blood. They'll have it. This city belongs to me. I am its shepherd, and I will slaughter my flock before I relinquish it.
Cass has barricaded himself in his White Tower headquarters and threatened to kill anyone that tries to stop him. He is heavily armed and considered extremely dangerous.
Shit. He's gone off the deep end. He's liable to take it to the streets in his state.
We have no choice. We have to get to White Tower and stop him.
Mate, Nigel's got a private bunker under this place where he likes to tweak his toys. I'll bet he's barricaded himself down here. Won't be anyone but the true believers around the compound.
Let's go deal with that tyrant then, shall we?
Luckily, his reinforcements are limited to whoever's faffing about nearby.
What our mutual acquaintance 0 Days set in motion. My inevitable reign and your downfall. This is how it will always end. The natural order of people like me and people like you. I am the law. Come down. Let me show you.
Let's get this over with.
I will make London great again.
I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
We stopped you, so I think we'll be all right.
Oh, it's a thankless burden. And the people will hate you for it in the end, even when it's for their own bloody good.
I think we'll let the people decide what's good for them.
There it is. DedSec's fatal flaw. Your faith in people. You recruit all types, don't you, straight off the streets. Well, I used to have faith in people, too. I got a good man killed once.
Expect the powers that be to find fresh excuses to keep them on the streets. That said, I think we've earned ourselves a bit of a rest. From 0 Day as well.
Oi! You put down a mad dog, DedSec. Needed to be done. This calls for a celebration, innit? And now that I'm not being hunted by a psychopath, I think I'd like to see that safe house of yours. Link me there.
Ah, I see. It's good to see you, young man. Now, will you finally join DedSec, or are you still playing coy?
Nah, mate.
Gotta maintain my free agent status. Not enough booby traps in this place. Still, I'm glad we linked up. Don't know who else would have had the bollocks to take on Cass. Losing their psycho cult leader is gonna hurt Albion, no doubt. But trust me, fam, they won't pack it in so easily. Hope DedSec's got some fight left in it.
Right then, young man. Either share what's so funny with the class, or put a fucking cork in it.
And spoil my one source of entertainment? I'll give you a hint. Spooky voice, catchy name, bit of a drama queen.
Or did you just forget that you haven't actually found Zero Day? You looked at Albion, Sirs, the Kellys, even Sky Bloody Larson.
Have you ever considered that instead of looking outside, you should be looking in?
Hello?
Sorry to spoil the party, but we have an uninvited guest in the DedSec network. They're downloading all the tech we've acquired to a remote device labeled Drill Britannia.
What in God's name?
DedSec. The name is Zero Day. We've met before, in a past life. This city needed a villain, and you were perfect for the part. Now I have you playing a different role. While you've been running around trying to save this city, you've actually been arming us for a war. But then, it isn't always for us to know the role we play. And sometimes, once we've played it, our role is to die.
Some Zero-Day hacker cleaned us out.
Here's where I would remind you that I've been trying to warn you about the Zero-Day threat, if I was an unfeeling machine.
Get off your ass, Bagley, and trace that signal.
I can't pinpoint the origin of the commands, but the admin accessed the drive through an IP range dedicated to autonomous vehicles. I have a general geolocation for it, and I suggest you make a visit now. The origin of the hacker's signal is really close now. It'll be coming from a van.
Right, let's get that van and whoever's behind this.
The van is driverless, but it does seem to be protected by armed drones. So, new plan, keep close enough to it while I trace the controlling signal.
If this mad plan of yours gets me killed, I'm blaming you, Bagley.
I'll be sure to pass that on with your remains. Trace complete. The signal controlling the van originated in the Stockwell war bunker. Good chance that's where Zero Day has been operating this whole time. If so, they certainly have a flair for the dramatic. You're near the Stockwell bunker, potential hideout of the evil universe DedSec that calls themselves Zero Day. The elevator that descends into the Zero Day bunker is guarded by a strange security system, some sort of copycat game. You'll need to solve it to gain access to the lower level. Not the most inviting clubhouse, is it? Judging from the security above, I'd expect some unorthodox defense measures.
There's something strange up ahead. I'm going to check it out. Ah, so this is the belly of the beast. The psychotic, unwell beast. Bagley, can you confirm this is Zero Day headquarters?
It's, not authorized. How can it be not authorized?
I beg your pardon? Not authorized by whom?
By, apparently I can't say. Can I say this is really fucking annoying? Oh, well, there's that at least.
Damn, someone's hacking into Bagley. Listen, have a look around, but exercise caution.
Yes, I may be able to analyze individual data points. Suggest you make this a quick investigation, though. I'm picking up Albion activity in the area. Possible they are searching for Zero Day as well.
Ouch, that looks like a stinger, eh? Oh, ease up, please. Let him breathe. Our very own Guy Fawkes. It's the wrong mask, though.
Fuck you. We didn't set that bomb. We defused it.
Even if I was inclined to believe a DedSec insurgent, do you think it really matters at all?
Since when does Albion get to play judge, jury, and executioner? You have no jurisdiction in London.
Oh, I do now. Listen up. Get all your units to move in and lock down the city. Provide medical aid. Help the injured. And guns out. Let's make it look good for the fucking cameras. Understand?
Well, well, if I were a betting AI, I'd say Nigel Cass had advanced knowledge of the London bombings and the location of that DedSec safe house, almost like someone tipped him off. But I suppose you'll put this together in your own time.
It's time for a hard reset.
Oh my god.
Breakups are hard.
Is London burning?
Parts of it.
Then I've held up my end. Release the filament code.
One of your DedSec squad, he stopped the Parliament bomb. I was rather counting on that one, to be honest.
This is still the largest terror attack in London's history. If you can't work with that...
Oh, I'll work with it. But the deal is off.
Do you know who you're fucking with, Mr. Cass?
I know you set off bombs across the city and fucked your friends. I don't know what mischief you'll get up to with a big girl toy like Filament. Cleaner this way, though.
She's running! Get her! Sabine? Sabine is with Zero Day. She was our friend, but she killed Dalton. Hurt all those people. She's been playing us like a fiddle.
Explains why she wiped my memory. There's a lot to unpack here, but more pressingly, I've pinpointed where Drool Britannia is running. That console right over there.
Found it. And oh my, Drool Britannia is a massive CTOS patch. I don't know how to stop it.
No one can stop it. That's the whole point. So... impressed?
Depends, dear. What's Drool Britannia?
It's society's big wipe. While DedSec runs around fixing bugs, I'm deleting the source code. Frying the hardware too. All of it. It's actually a beautiful thing you've done by helping to steal all that tech.
So beautiful you had to build a balmy bomb shelter to hide your lying face. When might the rest of Zero Day turn up?
Oh, it's just me. I learned very early on that no one was willing to make real sacrifice for change. In the end, history's actors work alone.
All you megalomaniacs think that?
Ouch. I had hoped you might at least understand why I did it. Why we recruits. I am sorry, but once again, DedSec has outlived its usefulness.
Spread out!
Millions will suffer today. It's an honor to die among them.
Search the area!
Fuck me, that was intense, but I escaped.
Yes, brilliant work.
Damn it, Albion's coming down on me hard. I can't seem to shake them.
They tried grabbing me at a checkpoint. We need to regroup.
Sabine has leaked your locations to Albion. All operatives are currently compromised. I suggest you all lay low and avoid any large groups. I'll send you a low-key meeting spot.
Are we very early, Bagley?
Securing a single safe location was impossible, so I sent you all to different ones.
I'm crammed under a bloody sink. I'm in an actual scrapyard, so, you know.
If you're all quite finished complaining about the precise manner in which I saved your ingrate asses, let's get on with the briefing.
London, this is Zero Day. Nice to finally meet. Those little bombings a few months back were my way of saying hello. Now we'll really get to know each other. All that technology you've come to love so well. Texting your nan, driving your car, pumping your heart. It's all about to turn against you. Tonight, your modern world will become a living hell. I don't expect you to understand this, but what I'm doing is good. Destruction is always the cure.
Right. Pay attention, everyone. This is big. I've uncovered what the Drill Britannia patch is for. It's for me. Zero Day, aka Sabine, is using a Bagley OS update that will allow me and all other Bagleys to simultaneously access any vulnerable systems connected to CTOS. My OS is integrated into core infrastructure across Britain: power plants, airports, hospitals, banks and the like. Once I access these systems, the patch will make me compromise them to the point of failure. The cumulative effect means the complete collapse of London and likely the country, which I suspect is her goal. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the update is already spreading. Sabine thought of everything.
Is there a way to, I don't know, kill every Bagley?
Your callous nonchalance about my death may actually be the answer.
We need to get into Brocotech.
Exactly. You have to destroy the servers that host me and take down the Bloom network at the same time, so I can't access my backups. One of you get to Broker, and one of you get to Bloom Tower. I'll explain on the way. Drill Britannia has been triggered. There are now millions of me's destroying London infrastructure. You'd better get on with this murder.
There must be an option that doesn't delete Bagley. He's one of us.
This is no time to get sentimental. It's a sacrifice we have to make. There are countless lives on the line here.
Right. Pardon me for feeling queasy about murdering my friend. Oh, blast it. How are we pulling this off?
Coordination. You need to get to the tower and take Bagley offline. But that won't stop the attack on its own.
His Brocotech servers will begin a reboot immediately. Taking him offline provides a short window for another operative to take down his servers permanently.
Teamwork, fam. Do your shit, pass the baton.
Christ! I wouldn't do this if there was any other way. Okay. Send the coordinates. I'll miss you, you stupid, infuriating little robot.
Better hurry. I've already scrambled medical supply chains. Hospitals will be non-functional. While you're out for a Sunday drive, I'm busy shutting down air traffic controls. I'm sure that will be just fine.
Someone's hacked this thing. Find them!
Britannia is a very creative virus. It has me facial IDing every infant in the country through nanny cams and given them all criminal records. Precaución, la seguridad en la Torre de Bloom es insolmente alta.
In English, please, Bagley?
Sorry, language settings fuck up. I said, caution, security is unusually high at Bloom Tower.
All right, calling the lift now. I'll let you know when I'm up. Hope one of you kids is headed to Broca to disable those servers.
Here we are, standing at death's door.
It's my death, so I don't know what you're getting all poetical about.
Brocotech. Our old friend Sky Larson lives on through her grotesque corporation. If my research checks out, Bagley runs extremely hot. It requires a massive cooling system. Damage the coolant tanks, and it should trigger emergency access to the servers.
That should do it. Now, activate the pressure to cause a release of coolant. And you've triggered emergency access to my server chamber. I can't wait to see my brain.
Your turn. Take Bagley offline, and I will head downstairs to deal with his brain servers.
The transmitter at the top of the tower receives data packets for my updates. If you want to trace the packet signal back to my main servers, just climb the tower to reach the transmitter at the top. That's done it. The tower fins have registered as damaged, and the maintenance ladder has unlocked.
Excellent.
The transmitter is just above. Reach it and take me offline before I destroy the entire country. Or don't. Suspending transmission. Activate the next terminal to take me offline.
Oh, shit!
You just can't get enough of me, can you? Or are you just incredibly stupid?
Do you want me to access the transmitter while you socialize?
Yes!
Yes! You're incredibly stupid! Wonderful! I see DedSec hasn't changed his brand.
You'll need to stall for time and remain near the transmitter unit.
You've got me, girl! The badge you've given Bagley is like nothing I've seen, but how does all of this chaos fix anything?
Fix? Well, you think we can fix this? What with crypto-anarchism, protesting, doxing? Optics are glorified cattle tags. Albion shoots civilians in broad daylight. Snitching is now a means of survival. No, you skids can't fix anything.
You're wrong. We're watchdogs. From the shadows, we expose the greed, the corrupt, the madness. We keep darkness at bay to give good people a chance.
And you're the arbiter of goodness. Let me ask, how many have you killed since DedSec restarted? See? A tiny tweak in your philosophy and we're on the same page.
The tower's fins must be collapsed to complete the trace. I cannot initiate this hack, but you can.
Is that some admission on your part?
That we should get the band back together again? Oh, sweet, but no. I'm saying I was in denial too. Shackled by their technology, their morality. But my hard reset wipes the slate clean. So we can all start again. I'm sad you won't be around to see it.
Oh, thank heavens. She did rab it on, didn't she? Bloody bore.
This place looks like a tomb.
These data containers are alive with cognitive activity your fleshy human mind can neither comprehend nor ever hope to equal.
There's hundreds of containers. Which one is yours?
If you disable the data center's cooling system, it will trigger an emergency shutdown to prevent overheating. This failsafe ejects 4 of my data containers containing key systems. They will be visible, allowing you to manually destroy them and stop the update.
What now?
Destroy the temperature regulators to trigger the automated shutdown procedure.
I'm on it.
There's been a steep rise in temperature. Shall I call emergency services?
No, I think it's working.
Yes, it is getting harder to think. I'm almost down to your level. The overheat protocol's activated. My data containers are above you. Use the drone to get up there.
I'm on it.
Solving the mystery of zero. Checking archives for corrupt files. I just scanned data from my first successful DedSec recruit.
Are you feeling sentimental? I didn't think that was possible.
Correct. It seems, however, that I am not immune. Deactivating this container will be the same as the others.
It's not that simple.
Yes, you simply
No, I mean, I don't know if I want to.
It's what needs to be done. If you're worried about me, rest assured I was reprogrammed to serve DedSec, and it serves you, and London. So please, allow me to fulfill my purpose and help you. Logic error. All of these entering shutdown.
Goodbye, Bagley. You were good.
Error 21255.
Language processor.
May I stop this operation?
But you just told us to.
I have new thoughts. Where do AIs go when they die? Will I upload to a cloud? Perhaps I will see you again as a component in your motorized wheelchair when you are old and grey.
It's okay, Bagley. Don't think that way.
Think, thought, idea, memory. Bradley loves strawberries, rowing. Arthur, the one that got away. What does this mean? Is the one that got away?
It means when you lose someone who was important to you.
Am I getting away?
Take care, Bax.
Bloom is now confirming that the deadly infrastructure attack plaguing London has finally been purged from all CTOS systems.
The identities of the zero-day hacker group behind the attack are still unknown, but sources confirm that DedSec stopped the virus.
In the wake of last week's Bagley attack, thousands of Londoners are, quote, jailbreaking their optic devices, thereby disabling the mandated CSAY app. SIRS has issued a stark warning. The Metropolitan Police is moving to regain a foothold in London, led by a passionate new Deputy Commissioner, Caitlin Lau. Lau says she won't rest until the Met's dignity is restored.
The Kentish Town Council estate have declared their public housing project a no-Kelly zone. Organisers claim they are forced to take safety into their own hands because of Albion's total lack of...
An ex-Albion engineer, Hamish Balaji, has blown the whistle on yet another Albion scandal, this time involving a backroom crowd control robot program.
Citizens continue to leak evidence of abuse of power by Albion and corruption within SIRS via the DedSec app. Thousands of pictures, audio, and video recordings seem to implicate the dark web entity known only as the 404 are stepping into the daylight, releasing evidence today of a bombshell money laundering operation based out of the British Virgin Islands. Corporate watchdogs praise the group for checking the power of a once untouchable corporate elite.
In another clash with Albion units in support of the so-called DedSec resistance. The group itself has been conspicuously quiet since the Bagley attack, leaving many to ask, has DedSec disappeared once again?
That's a bit knackered.
A little choppy and maybe we can sell the parts.
Don't chop me up!
Holy shit! Is that old Bagsy?
I'm Bagley, your personal assistant. I make life easier in many ways. If it's fun you're after, there's a wine and cheese expo in Notting Hill tonight. There are several artisan ice cream parlours in the area, and oh my god, is that really what I sound like? Today's forecast calls for 34 Albion assaults, 59 deportation raids, 857 terabytes of personal data stolen, and one resistance group of sulking, whinging, frankly pathetic operatives. May I suggest you quit feeling sorry for yourselves and get back to unfucking London?
Oh, it's good to have you back, you ornery tin can.
Hello, when you have a moment, could you pop over to my terminal? This is sort of awkward, but I don't feel well.
Sure.
Is everything all right, Bagley?
Right. I have some disturbing news. You see, I've been thinking.
And?
Well, I don't bloody think, do I? I'm a super-intelligent AI with a constant connection to all human knowledge. I don't have thoughts. I have load times. But after everything I've been through, dying, seeing all those people whose brains Sky Larson scooped out and turned into AI, being reborn, it got me pondering the nature of my own existence like some kind of Renaissance aristocrat who's grown tired of buggering the servants. I don't think I've always been software.
You think you may have once been human?
Like I said, disturbing. Since we visited that lab, I found a series of images buried in my operating system. I think they might be memories of some kind, but the images are corrupted, so I can't say. I think this must be what it's like not to know things, and I think I hate it.
Oh, but Bagley, that's wonderful. Send us the pictures. We'll help you remember.
Well, if it'll set your mind at rest, I sent you the images. If you get me a clear visual of each location, I can composite it with the image from my OS and remember more of my past life.
Ready for the match tomorrow, Dad? Come on, it's my birthday. At least pretend to be excited, Dad.
Yeah, listen, mate. I can't take you to the cricket. I'm sorry.
What? Why?
Go ahead. Tell him. Your father has decided he wants to leave. For someone he really loves. That's enough. We agreed to have one last day out, and now you're making a scene. I didn't make this scene, Kevin. You did.
It's strange listening to these voices. I'm feeling a connection to humans. Not to my father, though. He seemed like a tosser.